Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm gonna try and do reading vlogs more, but it's the easiest way to do that is live when it's happening. So right now I am in the middle of reading Mad Love, which is Harley Quinn's origin story. It's so good, so I'm just gonna talk about that a little bit while I do my makeup. Cool. So I think I am now live on Instagram and YouTube. Alright, so again, spoiler warning for Mad Love, which is the Harley Quinn origin story, the novel form. It's really good. Mad Love is basically the story of Harley and how the Joker kind of tricks her into thinking that he is a good guy, essentially. So I am about like halfway through, a little bit less, and right now she's starting to fall for him. And the thing is, I love Harley. I've been very obsessed with her lately, partly because I'm reading this book, partly because in general, I mean, she's pretty cool. I am totally on a kick right now with crazy, scary female, like heroines kind of thing. This is my cat Robin, who is showing you his butt. Hey Robin. So this book is so good so far. It's a lot different than the comic book. I'm gonna tell you that now. It is a lot different. And not the comic book, the cartoon. It's a lot different than that because this goes in depth into her childhood and her motives have changed completely. Like in the cartoon, it seemed like her motive was just like kind of being famous and stuff. Like that's why she wanted to join Arkham, so she could get access to high profile cases that she could write a tell all on. However, it is a lot different in the book because she genuinely wants to help people. She got into psychology to figure out, to kind of understand her messed up family more, and believe me, her family is messed up. Not only are there trigger warnings, by the way, for emotional abuse when it comes to the Joker, but also definitely for her family, like childhood emotional abuse, because her family is toxic as shit. But it's so good to read. And honestly, like, this book did not mess me up nearly as much as Eleanor and Park did when it comes to toxic backgrounds. I don't know if that's for me personally, just because it doesn't resonate as much as Eleanor and Park did to my childhood, and also I'm in therapy now, which has definitely been helping. Or if it's just like not as bad or not as rough to read, but like just letting you guys know, she has a very sad background. And it does go into detail on that. That's like the first couple of chapters. And it looks like that's might actually be part of the main story. Like I know in the cartoon, it's like her just tricking Batman. I don't think it's that for this one. I think the main plot line for this one goes back to her beginnings. But it's so good, and honestly, Harley resonates so much to me right now. Like, come on. When she first gets Arkham, her first thing that she does is she tries to establish a women's support group to kind of help, like, the female villains in Arkham and stuff. And it's, like, so sad, but, like, so sweet, because she serves them tea and everything, and she's, like, genuinely trying to help them and make them better. And then they try to kill her. But that's beside the point, because she really does try, and she really wants to help these inmates and get them better. And even if, like, they can't be released out on the street, like she knows Joker should not be released out in the street. She wants them to at least be happier and more content with what they are and like with like where they are and like have as much life fulfillment as they can. And like that's so cool. I mean, I know, I really like her, obviously. And luckily this book does have poison ivy, which I appreciated because for those who don't know, when Harley does leave the Joker eventually, in some storylines, she gets together with poison ivy, and while it's probably not the most healthy relationship, because I don't know if Harley could actually be in a healthy relationship without going through some major therapy that she does not have access to in Gotham, let's be real here, then probably her relationship with Ivy is going to be the most stable that she gets. So it was kind of nice that Ivy made an appearance in the book. That way it's kind of like a little reminder that Harley will eventually be okay when she figures out the Joker is a complete asshole. But it's really good. Right now she's starting to fall for the Joker because the Joker is really smart. This Harley is a lot smarter than the one in Mad Love, who just seemed to instantly believe whatever the Joker was saying. And Mad Love the cartoon. So in the book, there's a bit more time to flesh out the story, of course, and pace it out. So Harley's not as naive when it comes to the Joker. But now she is starting to fall for him, which is kind of sad. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was just going to be messed up. But, I mean, I still can't help but root for her. I know she goes on to do a lot of horrible things, but, like, she's cool, though. Come on. Harley Quinn is just really cool. And I like that they're kind of making her more of, like, a crazy anti-hero in the new Birds of Prey movie, which I am so excited for. Like, you have no idea how excited I am for that. And they seem to be making her a lot more sympathetic, a lot more of an anti-hero, and I love that, so that I'm excited for. But first she needs to be a villain, which is gonna happen at the end of Mad Love, I'm sure. However, right now, like, I can't see her as a villain. I know she's gonna become a villain, and at this point she's already done some crazy shit because she had a horrible night when she was 7. I don't want to go into it too much, but more or less she almost got sold into sex trafficking after she ran away to Coney Island in the middle of the night, and she beat up 2 guys using super glue. That's right. Even at a 7, she was a badass. So, like, even though what she did when she was 7 was a little disturbing, I mean, she's 7, so obviously cut her a break. Like, I still really like her, and it's really hard to see her as a bad guy, even though her moral code's already being warped. But I still got a lot more to go. I'm sure by the end of this book, she's gonna be descended into a full villain. So far, Batman has not really made an entrance. They've just talked about him briefly, of course. Even before she turns into Harley Quinn, Harleen Quinzel does not like Batman, which I found interesting, because she sees Batman as a vigilante, which is illegal, so she basically sees him as no better than the villains, which, I mean, is kind of true, I guess. Read Mad Love. If you guys love Harley Quinn and you're looking forward to the new Birds of Prey movie, read it. I'm like halfway through. I'm really excited for what's gonna happen, and it's gonna be so great, so definitely read it. So I'm here to share more of my thoughts about Mad Love, which is Harley Quinn's origin story. This is the novelized version of it, and it's really good so far. So I am almost all the way through it. I only have about that much left. Hopefully you can see that. And so she's now officially Harley Quinn, not Harleen Quinzel. And the Joker has been showing her true colors to him. And I don't know if you've seen the cartoon or not, but right now we're going through the plot where she tricks Batman. So it's been pretty good so far, and I'm still really liking this book. And right now I'm also knitting just so I have something to do during this video, because I still feel awkward doing lives. I still really, really like the book a lot, and it's really good. However, I don't think it's going to be a 5-star read, but I'm still debating this because I'm not sure. The thing is, I have a problem with one of the scenes where she kind of talks about therapy a little bit, and of course, it's Harley Quinn. She's always been a little bit unstable, even before the Joker. But Arkham Asylum has a policy where all their psychiatrists and staff members have to see a therapist of their own every month or so, just to make sure their sanity is okay, which is a very smart policy considering what their work profession is. However, Harley is very careful not to say anything to her therapist, even before she starts falling for the Joker. Like, if she decided to clam up before she started falling for the Joker, I would get it. But before then, like, she refused to tell her therapist anything meaningful, including the fact that her father was a con man and her childhood kind of sucked, because she thought the therapist would judge her like her freshman year roommate did, because nice girls don't have con men for fathers. Charlie. Sorry, my dog is just being weird and hopefully not eating anything off my floor. But I really don't like that Harley Quinn said this, because first of all, it seems out of character. She's a therapist, and she's obviously been to college for therapy, so she knows that therapists don't judge people on their past or on their parents. And if they do, then they're really bad therapists, and you should just walk out of the session. Like, the whole point of therapy is to get help for your problems. And Harley Quinn should know this, since she is a therapist. So it just feels really out of character that she's like, my therapist is going to judge me, so I'm not going to tell her shit. Come on, that's kind of not the point of therapy at all. And, like, this really bugs me because it's out of character. It doesn't make sense. Obviously, she was never stable. Obviously, she's going to have problems. But it's a really good book aside from that. Has anyone else read Mad Love? Like, what are your thoughts on it? Because it is a really good book, and I like it so far. I do. And I like that Joker's finally showing Harley his true colors in the part I'm at now, and I'm really excited to see it. So far, it's going to be a 4.5-star book, I'm pretty sure, because it just bugs me. Her attitude on therapy. I don't know. It's a good book so far, but I think I might have to knock off half a star for it. That's about it, everyone, honestly. And yes, Quinn's personality is so good. Has anyone else seen Birds of Prey? Because I just watched it and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. For those of you who haven't seen Birds of Prey, you should see it, and you should definitely read Mad Love if you love Harley Quinn. I bet, come on. It's like a good book so far. All right, see you guys later. guys, so I'm just gonna do the quickest live video ever because I finished reading Mad Love by Harley Quinn and I just wanted to talk about it for a few minutes before I have to get ready for my day job. So it was really good. I really enjoyed the ending, which is different than the cartoon ending for the animated series, and I like this ending a lot better because it's a lot more satisfying. The ending in the cartoon series just always felt like they were kind of making fun of her a little bit, like, she's so stupid because she's letting herself get abused by the Joker. And like, I mean, I get it because it's a kid show. So, like, kids aren't gonna really get all the nuances about domestic violence, and I know it's a fucking cartoon, but it never sat right for me. So this one is a lot better. It's a lot more satisfying, and I definitely enjoyed it. And it's a good book. If you like superheroes and DC comics, then you should definitely read it. And even if you don't, you just want an entertaining story, then definitely read it. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. All right, so that's about it. See you guys later. Hey guys, I'm back with comment shoutouts. I know it's been forever, right? So that's because this is the first video I have done in 2020 that has not been live, and I don't do comment shoutouts on lives like I do for my edited videos. So this is the first one. So I'm gonna do comment shoutouts for everyone who has commented on my last edited video as well as all of my YouTube lives. So there's quite a few. But shout out to Terrence Skinner, Saucy, Saving Smiles, Johnny Swanson, Michael Stricker, Kelly Skinner, Susan is Reading, Vidhia LV Books, and Book O Craze. Thank you guys so much for commenting. I really appreciate it. If you want to shout out in my next video, not a YouTube live, but like the next edited video I do, then please comment below. But thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good day. And remember to shop local, shop indie, and read for a better world.